You must be looking in wonder at my hair. I know I had a fight with my barber. I asked for a Chopin and he gave me a Beethoven, so it's really not working out. But the good news is that I'm traveling a lot and people are starting to finally recognize me. Somebody in town thought I was the son of Howard Stern. So I had a bit of a rough night last night. I arrived from New York and I went out for dinner and that was all fine. But then when I got back to the room, I thought I was very tired and I was going to sleep, but I started watching TV. Now, I don't have TV in New York, so when I see a TV, it's kind of addictive for me. I don't know how many of you have ever seen this extreme wrestling. Has anybody seen extreme wrestling? I mean, it is something so violent that you can't stop watching it. I mean, it's unbelievable. Of course, there's the refrigerator in the room. It goes and then it goes off and then it goes on. So you have like about 2 minutes time between the two. And so it goes off and I'm like, all right, I gotta sleep. But you're so worried, you're trying to sleep so hard, you can't sleep. And then so I decided I would try to figure out how to unplug it. Nobody here is from the Holiday Inn, I hope. The other thing was I saw a fly before going to bed, and I knew that fly was trouble. He was a very skinny fly, and he looked very young and agile, and I knew he was going to be in trouble. And in fact, at about 6 in the morning, the fly, I thought I was in the international airport. The fly was hovering. If you see me nod off at any point, then I didn't get much sleep. So the next piece that I'm going to play is, it's a very beautiful Chopin nocturne. You might recognize it mainly from a couple of movies which it's been in. It was in The Pianist. Has anybody seen The Pianist? And it was also, more importantly, it was in both Terminator and Karate Kid. I'm not kidding. It was, I checked Google, so. I have a doctorate in music, so of course I go to Wikipedia for everything. So I've, as I was saying before, I've actually been to London and Paris, and then I was in Italy, and then I was in Singapore and Bangkok, then back to Italy and New York and here. So I've kind of been flying a lot. I was watching a movie the other day and I reached for my seatbelt. I think a lot of you here are from New York originally? Yes? Yeah. I love coming to Blowing Rock and playing for a New York audience. You can't get away from New York. It's incredible. Wherever you go, there are New Yorkers there. Because they're not in New York, of course. It was a really great school. It's a bit, it's in the downtown area. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Baltimore. It's a little bit, dangerous would be one way of putting it, yes. Thank you.
Well, you're actually a gated community now, aren't you? They're a gated community.
Yeah. I think they need to raise the gate. I remember I lived right across the street, and I would walk very quickly and swipe my card. But I was fine. I grew, I'm from Italy. So. He wrote very, very little music after he left Russia. And they say that that's because he had to support himself, and of course, rents in New York are very high. And apparently then he had no time because he had to keep reparking his car. So